mobility like.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing these thoughts with me, Peter. So now for the next part of our interview, I want to start with a maybe a little bit provocative question. So as I was reading your paper, I could really not help but ask myself, are we indeed living in the European Union? What you also just mentioned, with all the barriers that you have found regarding the cross-border connections in Europe. And you just said yourself that borders are barriers to our infrastructure. Based on your study and your general expertise in this area, what would you say are the main barriers within the transformation of the European or international rail travel system towards a more sustainable form?
All right, so let me tell you first, so the rail travel system itself, it's pretty sustainable. So not all the connections in Europe are electrified, and in fact, a lot of them are not. And so it's not zero emission or emission free, but it is the most sustainable mode of transport we have at the moment, at least. And the barriers, it's hard. So I think politically we need to get anyone on the same page, which is easier said than done, because not everyone is considering this topic like an important issue. Also, the climate crisis itself is knocking on our door, so this is also reminding us to act fast. And also an important part are the rail companies. So they have to get used to competition inside the country, but also from rail companies from other countries. So legally in Europe, you can't discriminate on your tracks. And so, for example, the French railway company SNCF could operate their trains on German tracks, which they do in some cases. So officially it is possible, but there's there's unofficial agreements between some of the rail companies not to attack each other territory. So this is also kind of a political problem. And you have to think that the transport sector is the most polluting economic sector in the European Union. And the European Union wants to get emission-free by 2050. And also they want to connect all the regions in Europe by 2050. So I think tackling the train or the rail network is a really good point to start.